Alright, just going to show you my powder coating method right now. These are only a single coat, but they're a little bit splotchy. I mean, they'd work just fine. It's kind of hard to tell. There's a couple of sections right there where you can see where the lead's still poking through. I mean, it's 100% coated, and the dark ones are from putting it on a different color Silpat that had a different powder coat on it. But really, all I do is got a cheap Tupperware container, airsoft BBs, couple tablespoons of this is, I want to say, powder by the pound, neon orange. I just kind of like the color. But all I do is throw in a handful. I mean, you don't want to overdo it too much, but these are 200 grain Lee 44 mag rounds. So I don't know, maybe 25, 30 of them. Put the top on it, make sure it's on good, and bolt it tight. And that's it. That's, I mean, I see guys doing the tumbler method and all that stuff, but I've had good luck with just doing it even sometimes less than that. So give it a second, let the dust settle a little bit. And then I got a nice strainer from Walmart that was like $1 that I drilled out the holes that are a little bit bigger than the BBs, but not as big as the, some of the even smaller cast bullets that I load for. A little bit bigger one. And don't pour it all in. Pour some of them out. Shake. And then on the tray. And that's as quick as I can do it. So that's all there is to it. And then once you get them all on there, this is about the last batch. So all the BBs are out. And even if the BBs fall on the Silpat, it's fine, you can pick them out. But then I just kind of shake them out so everything's kind of sitting, you know, and you don't want to overcrowd the tray, otherwise you're going to be picking a lot of bullets up and stuff like that away from each other. But like right here, this section, see how they're kind of back to end, you want to try to avoid that, because if they do stick together, that's about the worst possible way they can stick together. They're really hard to get off. But if they're side by side like that, little minor contact, when they cool 100%, then they'll pop off pretty quickly. So, and then again, just add. Just I'm going to add all the rest of them. This takes relatively no time. Pour it back in. The only problem is when you're switching powders, but I mean, I'm going to go and pick up another one of these and drill them out. They're cheap enough where you can have one for different colors. But and you'll be able to feel it after a while by if you add too many of them or not. You can kind of, if there's a lot of them in there, you can swirl it for a long time. But that's how they should look at the second coat. So, but then, nice and easy. Yeah, right there, just see a BB. But what this does also, it really does, when you shake it like that, it gets enough excess off it for a good, decent coat. So you don't have a lot of the clumping and some of the other issues with that coming out. Now see, there's a BB right there. Just go and pick it out. Big deal. 15 minutes later, I got what these look like. That's a good one. Nice, good coated bullet. So, and that's the little spots. That's just from touching another bullet, but that's not going to hurt anything. It'll size fine. It'll shoot just fine. I haven't had any leading issues with any of the process. So, lastly, this is the 240 grain method. These are just coming out of the oven. Again, these are second coat as well. Same method, but this is how I stand them up individually. And they come across. Now see how that's sticking together like that? Just take it, split it off. There's just a little bit of bearing, but none of that is on the bearing edge of the bullet. These will size up just fine. So, but you just come right out. And it's the only problem with these is that you got to individually put them in there. But again, I think a better product, you know, you're paying maybe what, 4 cents a piece, depending on what your cost of lead is and powder and all the other supplies maybe, versus 30 cents or more for a 220 Sierra Match King. So, and these shoot really, really well.